Good morning, this is Ron Brown. It is November 21st, 2023. I'm beginning a series of videos on using VPA or volume price analysis and the Wyckoff tools in HGS Investor software. Both methods are built into the software, and I'm going to take you through the process of learning how to use these tools. Now, I'm going to date these videos. You can see this is the 21st. And I will date them because I want you to know when the videos come out. The market is your teacher. Just remember that you can subscribe to all the newsletters in the world, pay a small fortune for them, or you can learn to read the market and do your own analysis and form your own opinions. In my opinion, most newsletter and online gurus make more money from those sources from writing and broadcasting podcasts and videos than they do from trading. So the best way to do it is to learn how to do it yourself and forget spending money on all of the unnecessary subscriptions. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next page and read my standard risk disclaimer, at least this part of it. Any stock index or ETF mentioned in this presentation is not a recommendation to buy or sell. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. And finally, if you don't have HGSI or High Growth Stock Investor, go to highgrowthstock.com, click on the link, and you can get a free 30-day trial. You'll also get a 30-day trial to my Insider Club and all of my files, which I'm going to cover in these videos. Before you get into using VPA in HGS Investor, I recommend that you buy this book. It's $4.99 on Amazon. If you get the Kindle version, I recommend getting the Kindle version rather than the softcover. I have both, but I always use the Kindle version because the illustrations are in color, whereas when the softcover was printed, they were not in color. Now that may have changed because this book was it was published right around 10 years ago. But this is an excellent book on volume price analysis. Anna went to a seminar and learned how to use VPA. She said she paid a lot of money for that seminar, and it was based upon the teaching of Tom Williams, who founded TradeGuider software. Now, TradeGuider uses a VSA, which is the same as VPA, or very similar. The philosophy is the same. Anyway, she went to that seminar, and Tom was getting pretty old at that time. He didn't really participate much, but he was there, and her knowledge of volume price analysis stemmed from that seminar, and then she went on to really be a success at trading with this method. Now, I recommend this book. You should go through it, read the whole thing, and then you can you can read it as you're working with the software because there is much in common. Now, this is her second book on volume price analysis, and this was published about 6 years ago probably. And what she does here with this book is goes in and shows examples which were current at the time of publishing. I prefer the first book because it encompasses much more, but this book shows examples of VPA in action. Now, this is $9.95 in the PDF form, and you can also buy this on Amazon. I said PDF form, I meant Kindle. Both of them are available in Kindle versions. Now, after you install the software, whether you're a full-time user now or trying the demo version, what you want to do is you want to go to the help file and click on the search and just type in VPA, and this is going to bring up a list of links which you should click on, and if you do that, then you can go in here and you can read about how the program is set up. Now I'm going to show you a lot of this in my videos, so you could use this as a reference. But if you come in here and read this, you're going to see that there is a lot of information. Tom Williams is mentioned. Karthik Marar, who supplied the code for Amy Broker and HGSI. It was in the public domain. He was very generous to do that. That is what is built in to HGSI. And then, of course, Anna Calling. If you come in here and click on this, it should take you right to the link. Yes, it does, where you can buy this on Amazon. As you can see, there's a glossary, so if the terminology is unfamiliar to you, just come in here. The display options are explained, and I'm going to explain this all as I go through it. But use this as a reference. For example, if you want to know what very high volume is, and this is really from the Wyckoff terminology, the different types of volume for the effort versus results rule of Wyckoff, and I'm going to go and get into that and explain that a little bit here in the future. But all of the information about how VPA is implemented in HGSI is in here. And if you want to know what the signals are, how the filter warehouse and filter fields, once again, I'll cover all this. But if you go down at the bottom, this is the flag guide here. It shows you what these signals mean in HGSI, and then there's a brief discussion. But come in here, click through these views, and it'll explain a lot to you about the software and how VPA is implemented. I've come back to Anna's book, The Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis, because it explains what VPA or VSA, what the concepts are based upon. And they're based upon Wyckoff principles. And I have a bookmark here. It's on page 7. If I go to this, it does explain Wyckoff's 3 basic laws. These are the 3 basic laws, and VPA is built upon these concepts. The law of supply and demand. When demand is greater than supply, prices will rise. When supply is greater than demand, then prices will fall. The law of cause and effect. For every cause, there will be an effect. If the cause is small, in other words, if it's just a few days and volume is light, that is a small cause, and there will not be much of an effect. But if there is a long period of base building, for example, and then a stock breaks out from that, has built a cause with the base building, and the effect should be a large move, either up or down. And then the third law is effort versus result. Every action must have an equal and opposite reaction. So I'm going to be explaining these as we go along, but please buy the book if you're going to use VPA, because this book really goes into depth about how VPA should be used. In the next video, I'm going to get into how VPA is implemented in HGSI. I'll just bring up a chart here, and I'll show you what all of these VPA flags mean, what they're telling us. They don't always work, of course, but when we use VPA flags in conjunction with some other basic indicators, they do a pretty good job. So you're going to learn about VPA, you're going to learn about trends, you're going to learn about support and resistance, and things like that. Thanks for listening to the first video, and I'll start on the next video shortly.